So I cannot speak about my love of telenovelas without mentioning my favorite novela of all time, Rebelde. It was created in 2003, I believe, by Pedro Damian. It tells the story of six teenagers who go to a private high school. Most of them are rich, and they form a band. Like, that is their dream, to be musicians. And I don't think that when Pedro created this novela that was taken from Argentinian telenovela called Rebelde Way, I do not think that he was expecting it to become as popular as it did. It grew a fan base in the United States, Mexico, Brazil, I think most of Latin America. You go somewhere and say RBD and people are like, yeah, I know who they are, even if they did not like them. Most Latinos know. They are identified by their red school jackets, their red and white ties, and their schoolgirl uniform. Yes, I would say that. Which is the white shirt and the jean skirts, and I don't think were expecting to become a band in real life, because the fans just love the music that was in the novela. And so it led to concerts, record deals, Barbie dolls from Mattel, okay, like all of these, and yes, I do still have them, but Barbie dolls, okay, of the main band members. I'm missing one. Actually, I don't think I ever got him. Stickers, magazines, these like candies that were really gross, but that's where you would buy the stickers from, or get the stickers that were in there. T-shirts, pins, a headband that I don't know where it is, so I don't know why oh, here it is. Headbands that say RBD. Yeah, so many things that it led to. Also, and I love this fact because I think it's just so crazy and awesome, they are the second band to sell out, second only to the Rolling Stones, to sell out a concert at Madison Square Garden. Like, that is crazy. I don't know where I'm going with this. Let's see. RBD, to me. I didn't know who Rebelde was. I think at the time I had stopped watching novelas. Unless they were on at my grandma's house, which they usually were. I stopped watching them because we had just moved across town, and I was gonna have to go to, well, actually not have to, I decided to go to a high school that was near my house where I wasn't gonna know anyone. And so I was trying to learn more about what was in the American side of my culture, just because in my experience I didn't really fit in. Yeah, fit in, found. Guess I was gonna try and say both at the same time. Anyways, fit in with the Latinos at my school. Yeah, so I was like, where am I gonna fit in? Because I'm not gonna know anyone. And I was nervous about starting because I had no friends there really. But I think being a fan of RBD allowed me to meet other fans. I got more in touch with Mexican music and culture in a way that I hadn't before, because I tried to be more Americanized, to fit in, trying to learn everything just because I'm like, I don't think I fit in with the Latino population in high school, so I'm gonna go fit in with the popular culture and I'm gonna learn everything I can. But then RBD happened, and I don't think it would have led to me finding my Chicana identity. And then my cousins came, because they would visit every summer, and I remember it was 3 o'clock, and my cousin like runs to the TV and she's like, I need to watch my novela. And then she's like, Brittany, have you heard of this? It's called Rebelde. And then I was like, no, what is it? And then she's like, okay, let me explain to you before what we're watching to catch you up. Because I think it had been on a couple of weeks in the US. I believe, I don't know. And I think a month. Yeah. And so I started watching it and I was like, wow, I really like this. Because it had everything. It had different characters, so someone could find a character to relate with. The music. Yeah, it just, I don't know. It was nice to watch something with her and have that connection. We would call each other, write letters to each other about what we had seen in the novela that week, or what concert we were going to, if we were able to. And then after we watched the show, she's like, we also have a CD. Do you want to listen to it? I'm like, yes, absolutely. And that is where my love for the band first started. We all had so many afternoons that summer where choreography was learned. We each had assigned singing parts. Still happens to this day, which is awesome. They were the first concert I went to. I really love the story of how I got to go because I almost didn't. I heard about the concert. I was like, Dad, I have to go. Like, let's call for the tickets. And they were like, well, I don't know if we're gonna be able to, because your brother has a baseball game. And I was so upset. And this is where my traumatic, what I've learned from these soap operas clearly comes in. So I didn't talk to them the rest of the car ride. As soon as I got home, went to my room, slammed the door, played their music so loud. I think it was like 9 o'clock at night, 10, I don't know, it was like. And then my dad comes in and he's like, all right, we'll get the tickets for you. So that probably so I could stop playing music. And we went. And what else? I think what they brought to pop culture, yeah, I guess pop culture is I guess they just really redefined the way novelas looked. Yeah. I'm thinking of Mia was one of the characters. She was a fresa. There had been fresas before, but not to the extent that she portrayed a fresa. I think she really invented that archetype with star stickers and everything. Hold on, let me go get that. Yeah. She would wear a star sticker, if I can get it, on her forehead. And, oh, I will have to get another one. Anyway, so she would wear a star sticker on her forehead, different colors, and yeah, so that became popular. My cousins and I would put a star sticker on our forehead every day. I would go to high school like that too. I don't know why, but yes, star stickers on her forehead. She also had a catchphrase that was "Que difícil es ser yo," which my cousin translated and would say every day of high school. It's so hard being me. Also, I think that's where my love of imitating fresas came from, and I'm not gonna do it now because I feel weird doing that. But I love to do that at home. That's all you see in novelas now, is La Fresa that was reinvented by Mia. I also think they taught a generation that it is okay to be rebelde and follow your dreams, and fight for what you believe in. Yeah, because I think that was very much Roberta, where she was the rebel who would gather everyone, and if something was happening that was not right, she's like, no, we have a right to speak up, let's go. She would get everyone. I remember one time she was kicked out of the school and she started a protest. I think, yeah, she was kicked out for starting a protest at the school. She had everyone there with signs. Something would happen to her classmates. She's like, let's go, we're gonna go defend you, we're gonna help you. I think one time there was a secret society at the school, and one of her classmates, all of his stuff was ruined by them. And she's like, let's create a fundraiser. And so they made a party, and everyone was invited to get in. The money to get in all went to buying new things for their classmate. And then, and it was funny, her interaction with her and Mia. I think me and my cousin started paralleling those, especially when she would say it's so hard to be me. I would become Roberta. Um, and then there was Lupita, who was the, I guess, good, a good girl, the good qualities of Marianismo, where you're respetuosa and simpática and just a good person. I also think that she was the level-headed one, but she would still go along with whatever they chose to do if she believed it was right. She had a good moral compass. Yeah. And a really good friend. And then there was Giovanni, who, I don't know, I think it was Christian who created it with the different colored hair. I think he was just himself. Yes, he would try to fit in at first, and then he found, like, no, I'm just me. I'm not gonna fit in. I wonder too now, thinking back. So when Christian was in the band and Rebelde, he had not come out yet. But I think we all knew it was like one of those things where, like, you know that he is gay, but you don't mention it. His character wasn't, though, but in the concerts, I think you could see that he was trying to see how much of himself to show. I think the hair was one of the ways where he's like, all right, I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna see how my Latino community accepts it, embraces it. I think he came out a year before they broke up, and just the support from the community was awesome to see, especially in one where it's just so hidden. I think he's one of the few actors that have, yeah, because it's not really done. And oh, now that I talked about the ending, yeah. So it ended, the show ended in 2006, but they continued to be a band, and until 2009, yes. Yeah. I remember, no, it was 2008. I remember I was sitting at my grandma's house, and I got a call from my friend, who did not like RBD, and she's like, have you heard? And I'm like, heard what? RBD broke up. And I remember I started crying, and I had to hang up. I turned the channel to Univision, and that is all everyone was talking about. And I remember feeling so devastated, and this sadness of like, oh my gosh, an end of an era. Because it defined so much of my teenage personality years, the friendships that I made. I remember most of the friends that I made in high school were thanks to RBD. We had that in common. Any of us would get the candy, we would throw it away. The gum, too, that's what it was. The gum also had stickers. We would throw the gum away. Put the stickers on our binders. We would pick our favorite character. Enroll is the character, I guess. Yeah, like, we would pretend to be the characters talking to each other. We would talk about the novela every day. We would look at them through the magazines, which were super hard to find. Yeah. And then my cousins, all those karaoke's that we would have, the concerts. Yeah, it was just an end of an era. Until 2020, which I think is perfect timing because I need that nostalgia. So 2020, the fans were upset because the music is not available to stream anywhere, except now it is, thanks to us. And also, we are getting our reunion concert 12 years later, the closure that we never got, and I'm excited. I will be there virtually. December 26th, star sticker, t-shirt, maybe headband, I don't know if that's too much, and all. And I think that is all I have to say about RBD for now, because I could talk about them for hours.